Hey guys, what's up? My name is Victor. Welcome to Vracc Studio, and today is finally time. So, Ghost of Tsushima came last Friday. I got it on pre-order, so I received it last Friday, you guessed it. And I took my time. I traveled around the game, played it a little bit, and now I'm ready for the review. I haven't finished the story yet. It's quite long, and all the footage you're seeing in this video is me playing on hard mode. So yeah, I have been playing on hard mode from the start, and I'm really enjoying, so let's get to it. Alright, so Ghost of Tsushima is an action adventure game from Sucker Punch. It has stunning realistic graphics, engaging narrative, filled with loyal aspects to Japanese culture. It is just amazing, guys. Just so you guys have something of my own, I've been playing. I've played actually for about 5 hours, 4 hours, uh, and I'm just amazed. I find myself all the time on photo mode to get some shots. I'm going to be posting these shots on my Twitter and Facebook accounts. It's just amazing. The graphics are mind-blowing, and yeah, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Okay, so there are many ways to experience Ghost of Tsushima, and one that got my attention the most, although it's not the, the mode I'm using to play, is the black and white mode. So basically it gives you that feeling of old samurai movies, and it's really interesting. It's not something I would choose personally, um, but yeah, it's different, you know. Also, we have the Japanese voiced uh, mode, so we have Japanese voice and English voice, and we have many languages for the subtitles. So at first, I went for the Japanese voice acting, but I found myself really quite in the beginning, kind of lost looking at the translation for the voices in the middle of the game, and there's so much stuff happening on the screen, and I said no, hold on, let's go to the English voice acting, because I can't handle this. I really can't. The combat system and all the aspects of the exploration, all together, it's just too much. So I've decided to use the English voice acting, and surprisingly, it's way better. Um, it gives you that feel of Japanese actors actually speaking English, and aside from Patrick Gallagher, I don't know the other actors. He plays the Khan, which is the main protagonist, the Mongol leader. I don't know the other actors at all, but they were all just amazing. The performances were mind-blowing, and it's really enjoyable. The game is amazing, and let's talk about combat for a little bit. So, the combat system is a little bit too simple in some aspects and perfect on others. So let me explain that to you. Um, when you're fighting ordinary enemies, so Mongol scouts, and when you're in the middle of a battle or something, the combat's perfect. Okay, So there's a pairing system. Um, it's real time, action packed. It's just great. You have two ways of attacking, one light, one heavy. You have defense, you have dodging. It's great. It's perfect. Um, it really gives you the feel that you're actually controlling Jin, and not that difficulty level from, for example, the Soul series, which is personally what I was thinking it would be, but actually it isn't. So the ways that it is too simple is because when you're fighting a more important villain, so for example, not giving any spoilers, but there is some battles where you're on a specific uh, kind of place and you're fighting a more important character. Like there's a battle that you're fighting an enemy that was actually your friend once. So this kind of important character, and you 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 have a little bit different perspective on the camera, and instead of making the combat more, the combat system, I mean, more complex, to give the feeling that you're actually in a more important part of the game or of that act or that tale, Sucker Punch just kept the combat system the same. And I get it, there are a lot of people that don't like the combat more difficult, harder. In some ways, they prefer it linear, but it's not good. It's just not good. You know, um, when you have a character given more importance, you want that part of the game to be a little bit more um, dynamic. And with the same combat system, it gets boring because you're there, you can't go everywhere like when you're fighting scouts or ordinary soldiers. But the combat's the same, so that's something I don't like. It's pretty much the only thing that I don't like on Ghost of Tsushima. And let's talk about skills. So the skill tree isn't that big, especially when you compare to the size of the game. In my opinion, it is a really big game. I've seen people around Twitter and Facebook and even YouTube um, sharing that they finished the game. I don't know how the heck how. I have other stuff to do, including editing the video and making content and making art. So I have stuff that I have to do. I have a book coming together, so I don't just sit around and play video games. So I don't know how you guys finished it. Congratulations though, because it's a really big game, and I hope you guys are playing on hard mode, because it's way better. So the skill tree isn't that big, but it's good enough. Alright? So the way it works is you collect skill points, so it's basic stuff, and you have the amount of skill points for each skill, so you can unlock it. There is a part of the skill tree that you unlock during the story mode and side quests. So for example, there is, and this is the only skill in this part of the tree that I've unlocked so far, but there is a skill which is a agile sword technique that you unlock by doing a side quest. So basically you hunt down. Sorry. You hunt down a character. Basically, he's an old enemy, and this is kind of a legendary sword skill. So there is a part of the tree that works like that. It's not a big part of the tree. Uh, Something that you guys need to have in mind is the skill tree is divided between three sections. The game, like I said before, the whole game is not a Souls-like game. It is hard on hard mode, um, but it is forgiving sometimes. You can make a mistake and come back from it easily, but that will depend on how you are spending your skill points and how you are growing your skill tree. So you have to know your play style. So for example, I'm a big fan of traps and head-on combats. So what I did so far is I basically picked up the main fighting techniques, agile ones, and finalization ones. And I prioritized that along with the jumping techniques, which is basically just one so far, and it's the rolling. It's kind of the rolling after a big jump, so you don't lose health. The pairing techniques as well, which is what I prioritize. So you have perfect pairing, you have the agile pairing, which is kind of a dodging but with sorting, protecting yourself. So there are other techniques for different playstyles. So you have techniques for heavy attacks, you have techniques for the bow and arrow, you have techniques for secondary weapons like kunai and smoke bombs. You have all that, just like on the trailer. But what I say to you, if you want to play it on hard mode, and if you want to experience the story as realistic as possible, which in my opinion is the great deal about this game, focus on your play style. Forget about the cool techniques for a minute and play it smart. That's the way you're going to be able to progress through the game without frustrating yourself, because the game is hard. It's not so series like hard, but it is hard. Okay. So let me see. I have a list here, and yeah, that's basically what I wanted to tell you guys about Ghost of Tsushima. It is a PS4 exclusive, so not gonna be on any other platforms. Although I would um, dare to guess that this game is coming to PC in a near future, but there's nothing confirmed. This is just me really liking the game and really thinking that Sucker Punch will want to do this, okay? Here comes the boring part where I beg of you to subscribe, hit that like button, comment, and share this. As I'm always saying in all my videos, this helps a lot. It keeps me going, and I kind of have to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start monetizing the channel and improve the videos. So uh, one thing that I want to talk to you guys about before I finish this up is, you guys probably noticed that I am not putting the voices for the AI anymore, and there's a very good reason for that. I think they're creepy. um, I think it got a lot creepy, and I decided not to put them anymore until I can make some better voices. So the AI is still on, as you guys can see. but I'm not gonna put the voices anymore, at least for a while. I am doing a little bit of research to make better voices, but until I can have a solution, no voices, it was creepy, and I decided to bring them out of the videos, okay? So thanks for watching. God bless you. Don't forget to do all that stuff, but more importantly, subscribe and like, and see you guys on the next video.